What have we here? I think what we have here is a Gibson SG, if I'm not mistaken. I'm glad the headstock isn't broke, that's a positive. At least he's wrapped it well. So it's out the box, let's have a look. We have numbers there in the cavity. Looks like a grounding. We've got a huge relican on the back with buckle rash. With a little scratch at the bottom. It is very smooth, this though. Obviously the neck relic. Let's have a look at the headstock. The headstock has got some sort of checking on it. It looks like we've got that sort of red dye bleeding into the binding on the neck. The body itself is got SG written there, and I presume that's the colour. Is it the colour there? HC. I think that stands for, is it something cherry? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong there. Yeah. Anyway, that's the actual guitar. I've got all the bits for it in here. Alright, we've got the tailpiece, the bridge. I'm not a big fan of these bridges, to be honest. I might put a roller bridge on it. Also, this is a Goto bridge, which I'm not sure why. It's a Goto. Do SGs come with Gotos? Or is this aftermarket? Because all my Gibsons in the past that have came with this bridge have got Gibson on the bottom. Some SGs might come with Goto, this might be aftermarket, I'm not sure, but I'm not keen on these type of bridges. I might change that. Or I might just leave it to be completely original, but yeah, this little truss rod cover, which is broken at the bottom. God damn it. Right. I want to have a look at these pickups, that's what I'm interested in. Because if I'm right, these pickups don't have covers on them. And I don't know, I would like covers on these, to be honest. From the picture, I didn't really like the look of these. Because one of them's like exposed like that. I don't know if that's been done by the previous owner or that pickup already came like that, I'm not sure, but this black one's alright. If they were both black like that, I wouldn't really mind, but I'm not keen on this pickup. But they are both Gibson USA pickups. I'm not sure about this one. This is a weird looking pickup to me. I think that's been done sort of, it's like he's put a new sort of cap on it or something to make it look, to expose the I don't know, the pickups come like that. That's weird. I've never seen one like that before. I have seen them like that before, but for Fenders and other guitars, I've never seen a humbucker like that. Not a Gibson one anyway. But I think I'll be putting covers on these. I'll put some sort of, you can buy relic covers. I'll put some relic covers on these. I think it'll suit the guitar better. The scratch plate isn't too bad. I thought it was going to be really bad. I remember seeing the picture and it looked really bad, but maybe it was just a bad picture. It's not actually that bad, because I've actually got a spare one anyway, which I had off another guitar from years ago, and it's still got the plastic on. I was going to use this if this one was no good, but I'm not sure. I think this one's not too bad actually. I might just use it. Yeah, so this Gibson has come with these sort of newer style plug and play kits. They're really easy to put together. And yeah, they are easy to put together and they are convenient if you do want to strip down your guitar or for whatever reason, but I'm not a huge fan of them. I do prefer the old soldered types. I just think they look more, they're just more like, I don't know. To me, this is like introducing technology into a very basic instrument, and I'm not sure I like that. I kind of like the old style. But it's alright, I'll use it. It's even got a relict jack port. Jack input, I should say. I hope this works, by the way, because these are really expensive. I have got some Gibson pots upstairs off a Les Paul. The old soldery type ones, which I could use, but I don't really want to, considering I've just bought this. I could actually sell this and use my Gibson pots that I've got and solder them up, but the thing is, like, all of these components in this guitar, like even the pickups and everything, they're all geared towards this. And I can't really be bothered to convert everything and start cutting everything up. And I've got so many guitars to work on right now, I just don't need that extra hassle in my life. So these are the tuners, which to me are far too relict. And I don't really like the heavy relict look on them. Oops, they're more relic now because I've just dropped it. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the huge, like the really over-the-top relic look on these. I would like them a little bit more shiny and polished. So I'm going to clean these up. They're really stiff as well. I'm going to oil these. I'm going to clean them up. I'm going to make them not exactly shiny, but I'm going to bring the metal back so it looks like sort of dull nickel rather than a rusted little piece of scrap. Another same on the front, yeah. I'm going to clean those up nicely. Do these need clean? These are not too bad. These don't need cleaned up that much. I think that's about it, yeah. So the jobs to do are basically, the jobs to do basically are, why is it got relicant under there where that actually sits under the scratch plate? That's a bit weird. Let's just try this aftermarket one on there. Oh, that's kind of the wrong size, but never mind. Yeah, that covers them up. I thought that was like pickwear, but it's under the scratch plate, so how's that happened? Oh, that is weird. Yeah, you won't see that. Actually, on the front, it doesn't look too bad because you've only got that armware there, which I don't really mind. So the only thing I think I need to do is clean up this headstock and put some lacquer on it, you know. I don't like this sort of matte finish, dull headstock. I think it really needs, look at the scratching on it, the checking on it and stuff. I think it really needs a clear coat on there to bring it to life again, which I'm gonna do. I think this guitar is gonna be really good when it's finished. I really think it will be, and I do like it. So actually, a Gibson SG was my very first guitar. No, actually it wasn't my first guitar, tell a lie. But it was my first guitar when I started really playing guitar when I was like a teenager. I had a couple of guitars before that when I was a kid, basically. But a Gibson SG Junior was my very first like serious guitar when I started learning. And I don't know whatever happened to that guitar actually. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe it got stolen, I can't remember. But yeah, that was my first, and it was I think it was a Squire SG Junior, to be honest, when I think back. And I've always loved SGs. And I absolutely love this guitar. Like, you can feel how nice the wood is, and it is really nice, even though it's got all this huge amount of buckle rash thing on the back, which somebody has done. I'm not really a huge fan of that, to be honest. I would like to, if I had time and the inclination, I would actually sand this whole back down and, you know, give it a refin on the back. But it's not worth it for the back of the guitar, really. And it's also got some checking here, you can see in the light on the back surface. So I think it fits in with the whole relic theme of this SG anyway, so I'm just going to leave it. And also, you've got the headstock, which has been relic as well, so I'm just going to leave it as is. The only thing I'm going to do is the few little jobs that need done on it, like cleaning these up, for example. I don't care how long you've had a guitar, it doesn't look like that. The tuners will not look like that. I've seen guitars from the 50s that have tuners in pretty good condition, and look, I mean, you must have left your guitar out in the garden to have tuners like that on it. So they need cleaned up. Anyway, I will be back when it's all finished. Okay guys, so we're back and I've put everything back together. I'll just zoom out there so you can see it. It's looking pretty good. I didn't actually end up spraying lacquer on the headstock. I just give it a coat of oil. I oiled the fretboard. I leveled the frets and everything, polished them up. I put the covers on the pickups, and I think it looks much better like that rather than having those two odd pickups that were there before. I just went with the nickel finish covers instead of the relic ones, because the relic ones were, I don't know why, but they were so expensive, so I just got the normal nickel covers, and I think they look pretty good. So yeah, everything works. It's all been tested. I think it does need a setup, to be honest. You can see the aged sort of look of this guitar. And I'll show you the back. So you can see I cleaned up the tuners. They look much better than they did when I got them. They look a little bit aged, but much cleaner and better than they were previously. You can see the neck there. This neck is, it's one of the smoothest, silkiest necks I've ever seen on a guitar. Honestly, it is. Well, ever felt on a guitar, sorry, I should say. It's incredible. I don't know if it's the kind of wood that Gibson are using, or the way it's been polished up, or what, but it feels amazing. And there's the back. The only problem is I was missing a screw, and then when I was putting this on, I dropped one of the screws, and that like bounced into another dimension, so I've lost that. So I've now got 2 screws missing there, which I need. It's no big deal. It still gets held on perfectly fine with 2 screws. But yeah, that's all I need really, 2 screws. And you might think, well, what is the point of this video? Oh, I'm going to make another video about this one, but that's going to come. But what's the point of this whole video? And this is to prove, if you look out there on these websites like eBay and Reverb and things, and you look at things that might be a slightly bit different, like this guitar was all in bits when I got it, and it was a bit of a mess, needed a couple of jobs done. But these Gibson SG standard online now sell for roughly £1,500. And I got this 2008 model for less than half of that. It's £700. So yeah, it's got a bit of relic and it's not a brand new guitar and it's got that look going with it, but I honestly think it looks pretty cool, to be honest. I quite like it. It's not a relic job that's been done by an amateur and it just looks horrible and ridiculous. I think it actually looks and feels really good as well. It actually feels really nice. It's very smooth. It feels natural. It's not like someone's just took a sand and block and made a mess. It's actually pretty realistic. And even the neck wear looks good as well. It's like, it's so smooth, honestly. It feels incredible. Yeah, and the buckle rush. I probably would have preferred if the buckle rush wear was a little bit less than it is. It is quite excessive, but you know, it is what it is. It's on the back of the guitar anyway, so it's on the back of the guitar anyway, I should say. Yeah, so that's it, guys. That is the Gibson SG Standard, and at a bargain price. And just look at the wood. Just look at the way the wood on that fretboard looks. It is so good. So beautiful, especially when I've cleaned it up and put the, like, oiled it and everything. It just looks fantastic. I've put some new strings on as well. Next job is to set it up and get playing it. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I don't know if I should keep it and add it to my collection or if I should just sell it on or what. I'm not sure yet. But look at the wood on that beautiful fretboard compared to this one. This one hasn't been oiled. Oh, it has been oiled actually. This one has been oiled. I did oil it when I got it out of the box. But yeah, there will be a video to come on this comparison. Because this one's not real, I should say. This is a Fugazi. This is a Fugazi SG. And I want to show the differences between the two, but that's in another video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Please like the video, leave your comments and subscribe. Cheers.